Today is Monday, the 2nd of February. It is currently 7:54 a.m. in the morning. Uh, I've got lectures in about an hour, so 9 a.m. So I'll keep this brief. I know I said I was gonna post every day. I didn't get time. I couldn't do it, so I haven't. I had a pretty busy week last week, so I didn't post. But today, what do I talk about today? Today, I want to talk about nostalgia because nostalgia is a very big thing in my life. Things like Fruitica era. Currently, we got the whole 2016 thing going on, like Y2K futurism as an aesthetic, cybercore, all these things. Like I look at these things and I yearn for those times. I really, really wish we could go back to those times. But I mean, it's like they say, like you could go back to the old times, but nobody's there anymore. In the same way that, the world we grew up in, it doesn't exist anymore. Like everything's changed and everyone's here in the present. In the past, if we were to go back, nobody's there. Like they're all here. So it wouldn't be the same. But even then, like it wasn't really and truly, it wasn't the times that were different. It was the people we were during the times. We don't miss 2016. We miss the people we were during 2016. For my case, in 2016, I was 10 years old. Even if the world was bad, what was I meant to know about that? I was 10, I was a little kid. I was ignorant, I had a good life. What did I have to worry about? Now, obviously, a little bit older, got things to worry about. Now I can think, we should go back to like a simpler time. But the time wasn't simple. We were. And that's fundamentally what nostalgia is. And I guess it's not really good to dwell on the past, but like that time just seems so much better. Even with like music, with aesthetics, I'm really, really big into aesthetics, like old 2000s, like especially 2000s internet aesthetics, older brother core, cybercore, Helvetica Aqua, all these like Fruitica era adjacent aesthetics. But like I seen these videos recently talking about what were they called? Solar. Let me try to find the video. They were called like solar something. It was like how we can. It was an aesthetic that conceptualized how we could live in harmony with nature and with our full technological um potential, and like live in like good times basically. There was two aesthetics. One was like Neo Elysian, and the other one was called Solar something. Let me try to find it. Um, where is it? Give me a second. Give me a second. Go scroll through this chat. Oh, come on. How long could it have been? Actually, no, that first one was, to be fair, quite a while ago. Let me show you the most recent one. This one was. Oh, yeah, the both are here. Solar Punk and Neo Elysian. I mean, that just seems like, even that, it gives me the same feeling that nostalgia does, but that hasn't happened. That's the concept of the future. But I mean, like I look out my window and I think, how can we live like that, like in little capsules, covered in little solar panels, especially in Britain, UK, grey weather. We're gonna have solar panels. Where are we gonna get energy from? But like, it gives me hope. Like I want to be someone who can bring that about, because that just seems like utopia. Like that's it elicits something so deep inside of me, like, and I feel weird talking about it because why does that make me feel this way? Nostalgia, looking towards the future with aesthetics like that, like I feel like I want to be there. I don't want to be here. Like it reminds me of Star Wars, like Neo-Elysian culture, culture aesthetic reminds me of Naboo or Alderaan in Star Wars, and I think it's linked to like escapism, where I just don't want to be where I am. I want to be in like a perfect world. I want to be in a Star Wars world. I want to be in these little aesthetics and be in that world. Don't It all links back to escapism. I don't want to be here. And I talked about this in my last video, the fact that I'm not really happy with the way I act. Like I wanted to be more social and talk to more people. And it all comes together with like I'm like unhappy with my life. I'm like unhappy with what I'm doing. And so I wanna be somewhere else. I wanna be somewhere else. I wanna be someone else. Like yeah, all this comes down and inside that really I feel that inside me. Like I don't know. Yeah. So what can you do about that? What can I do about that? There's one of two things. I can do what I continue to do about that, which is nothing. Just keep watching these videos, keep looking at these aesthetics, and then go about my day. Or I can try and do something about it. But then what do I do? How can I, some kid from the middle of nowhere, in the middle of nowhere, come about and bring wide scale solar punk or neo Elysian culture? Well, I'd have to start in the UK if I was to do it anyway. How am I meant to do that? If let's say I can become prime minister, you're only prime minister for 5 years. You're now you're not gonna get re-elected 9 times out of 10. Even if you do, you'll get re-elected like once more. If you get re-elected twice, you're lucky. So that's a max of 15 years. In 15 years, can you bring that about? No, probably not. You need a whole generation to bring that about. And even then, let's say I'm in for 15 years and I do that. Whoever comes in after me will just reverse it and bring it back to what we are right now, into this like solitude, grey world we live in. And that's another thing. Our world is so devoid of color nowadays. I remember looking at a graph. Everything is grey now. Like if you walk out, all the buildings are grey or black. Obviously I'm wearing a blue shirt right now, but most of my wardrobe is black or grey. Look at my room. I got lights on, but all the walls look grey. Outside, I live in the UK, so it's always grey. Everything's grey. And if you link back to like mental health and depression, does it not feel like more and more people are being susceptible to mental health nowadays? Why? Because we're being reminded everywhere we look that our life is grey. Anyone would be depressed, and we're being shown that 24/7. Like, look, what is your life? It's nothing. It's grey, devoid of color. Color. I feel like it has very big psychological impacts on your brain. But I mean, what am I talking about? It's 8:02. I'm gonna prepare to go to my lecture now, so I'll cut it short here. See you guys.